There's someone there. Oh, I forgot. You guys are probably here to see something. Oh, yeah. Maybe this? Or not. I don't know. We'll just show you this, I guess. Since it's my newest truck. Fedco got a hold of me on Instagram. And I was a little hesitant right at first. And what they said, I just kind of looked it up real quick. And I seen other people were doing this and they weren't like labeled, I guess. So I thought they maybe wanted me labeled as a Fedco, like personnel, whatever you want to say, but that is not their intentions. They just wanted to see this 6x6 conversion kit put on an scx24 platform. They didn't really say that I had to do stock rails or anything, but I did, just because from watching videos I learned how to, MacGyver a stock chassis to work very well. But getting off topic, they wanted someone to build a darker themed 6x6. They like the Menace, which, here, we'll get them off the wall. If you haven't seen the Menace, they like this truck. Kind of the dark Mad Max theme going on, and all the extra stuff. Like, this is on a stock chassis too. So they like that. I don't know if they've seen the stock chassis in the build and figured there's our guy. I have no clue. They just asked me and I said sure. Like I said before, their intentions weren't to label me Fedco or anything, but they did send all this cool stuff, which this is my first banner. This is freaking huge, man. I might give this to my buddy, put it as racetrack, or if I end up making this room like full on RC room, maybe hang that up. I don't know. That kind of like a starting point gate, or just like a decoration. I got a hat, Fedco hat. It's in my closet. But yeah, they gave me a bunch of stuff. Probably because I was real excited to build a 6x6. I've been wanting to build one of these for quite a while now, and they really gave me the opportunity. I've been just doing these other, like we did the budget build. I've been working on the rear servo. So they probably seen the Menace and looked at all that and figured, okay, this guy can do kind of dark. I was kind of iffy what they wanted, because sometimes these companies, they want you to be real precise and do anything. All they wanted was me to keep it a 6x6. That's it. I could do whatever I wanted to it, as long as I kept that 6x6 platform with their kit. I could MacGyver it as much as I wanted. As you can see, it is my stock chassis. I had a call for a gladiator length. Mine is, what was mine? Oh, mine was the C10 length. Yeah, It's a C10 length. Well, what should I start with here? We'll just start with the body. This was gray. I asked for gray. They asked me what color. I believe it comes in 3 or 4 different, I think 3 colors. I asked for gray just because it would be probably easiest to cover, and it was. I mean, it worked out well. It's a Lexan body, you know. It's a light, so I figured if I'm gonna build this, I did look for a body. They told me I did not have to use this body, but I looked for a body for a while. You know, that menace looking crazy body. I found that at Goodwill. I was looking hard, but I could not find one that fit. So I figured, why not use the body that comes with the kit? These guys gave me the full kit for free. It's like $100 kit. And they just wanted me to build a sick rig, so I figured, why not just do this body and make it look sick? I kind of just, let's talk about this. I primered it. Then I put the rust paint on it. Sorry if I look tired. I am getting off midnight. It's my last night, and trying to stay up the whole day so I can sleep tonight. If that makes any sense to anybody working swing shift. But I had the rust paint, and hold on a sec, we can get you exactly what I used. This was my primer, which you can see that right there. This is my black ultra matte. Look here. Oh, there it is. To give that look, I watch a lot of Mini Mayhem. Kosher salt. On top of the brown. Just piles of it. Pile there, pile there. It's gonna be a learning video, I guess, now too. And then you spray paint it black. And then when it dries, you just kind of scrape it off, peel it off however you can. And you get this effect. And I took like all the lines and just kind of took a red paint marker and traced those lines out. That's what gives it kind of, I thought it gave it kind of a darker look, like Mad Max bloody kind of look to it. This back part is just off a toy from Goodwill. I cut it off the back. I have no clue where the toy was, but I just cut it off the back. I probably will add a tire later on. I'm debating on what to do here. Added scale chain to the front and back. There was window tint on here. I took it off so I could make these cracks. You'll see them in all the windows that wouldn't move. There's even some in the back. Just little details. Another like Mini Mayhem trick that he does all the time, and I always thought it looked nice. Added sun visor. this comes with the kit, these magnet mounts. You may find out something for the back too. I just haven't got there yet, really. I thought it looked cool enough to do some runs and post it. It's just how I work. I usually post something like this and you're just going to see it grow as I go. But these are the magnet mounts they give you, and they connect to the lights. I colored these lights because they were so bright, and I don't really run my trucks at night too much. So it was no bother to me, and it kind of makes it look like it has red beady eyes. And it's yellow on the inside. You can't really see that, maybe. Oh, there we are. You can kind of see that, I guess. But that's just painted with paint marker. Yeah, I think that's it for the body. It's gonna be a long video. Oh, I just heard a screw fall. Oh, definitely wasn't a screw from this truck. Good deal. Okay. Wheels. Venge. Hazard wheels. I got the weight hangers with tungsten in them. I did not buy them with a set of wheels. I already had a set of wheels with them, which is how I found out these fit on here and the clearance was okay, because I had that other set of wheels. So I was like, heck yeah, we're gonna go 1.8. Candy red insides and hubs. And I got the big spacer, wheel spacer or hub, the long hub. We'll just start with the homemade mount for the magnet mount, so the lights turn on. I'm using my red cat receiver. Like always, when I do new builds, that's usually what goes in until I get my Dumbo. Dinky ESC. Just got that in from the Yep shop. I've had this for a while. The Venom motor from Fury Tech. Albin motor mount. Mias transmission. Front shocks are the Fedco shocks that came with the rear axle. I don't know if we can get a good shot of that. And they're quite a bit shorter than the ones I have on, so I just put them on the front. No rubber bands needed, which I have pretty much got most of my trucks away from rubber bands, most of them. That was like a goal of mine. But PTK servo, Mias, there's that V2 axle, metal. Same thing in the rear. Injora, middle axle, same width, same everything. I have it all spaced out to work. Let's see here. Oh, this is gladiator length, the rear lengths and drive shaft. And this is gladiator length too. Top is homemade lengths, bottom is the black from the Up store. Front, gladiator length. That's just Mias lengths. Oh wait, not Mias. What the heck am I talking about? Yeah, it's Mias lengths. I put double bends in the rear myself. They were just single bends. I'm just flipping this truck around like crazy. Oh, because I didn't have the gladiator, the chassis here. I bent the chassis rails so you can have there's a skid angle. Works very well. Just a trick learned from 24 Yep and all the guys over there. Works very well for any stock chassis, pretty much any of them. This here I extended just because it wasn't Gladiator length, and this is 4 Gladiator length, so I was like, well, we'll extend it. Because with the 1.8 I thought it would be too close, but it actually looks like it wouldn't be too bad. But I am liking the little bit of space here. I think it's helping it crawl. It's making it it's a lot longer. Like, and I catch it when it's crawling. It's lifting these wheels and these wheels all at the same time, pretty much. These are 39mm shocks in the middle. I believe in 52 double barrel long shocks in the back. I wasn't sure if I should do anything like this, or maybe these should be up here, but that is working very well at the moment, so I'm probably keeping it. I'm trying to think of the Etsy store name, but I got this mount here for the rear shocks. It's just like the Menace. It comes with these little blocks that make it so you can mount the shocks the other way, this way, like turn them. But it gives you like real flexible rear end, and I think it really helps this truck stay stable because it's so long. Like, it helps. At least what I've seen so far. But yeah, that's on Etsy. If you look up rear shock mounts for scx24, you will find this. I cannot remember the name of it. It's a different name I just don't use. But when you buy these, when I got it, it was a 2-pack. I'm not sure if it's still available like that, so I was able to have the Menace, and I've just been saving this for something. And that may change, because I'm debating on rear shock servo thing that I did, or rear steer. We'll see what kind of issues I run into. This is actually performing way better than everything else I have already. So we will just, the only thing that stinks out is small, tight stuff, you know, like if you gotta be real tight on a turn, which I think if I got rear steer, this would be pretty tight. Because when we drove the, what is that? It's not the Arctos or whatever the 8-wheel drive thing is. When I drove that seemed to have very tight steering for as big as it is. So Arctos or whatever it is, I don't know what it's called. I don't have one, is all I know. But the piece you get with Fedco comes with this style axle. And this is just regular rear stock axle. Comes with your, like, you're getting a lot of parts here. If you don't use this axle, like, you're still this is like a stock axle. Stock links, well, that's deadbolt links that I took off. But yeah, you get a stock axle. So if you don't use it, you still have a stock rear axle for another build, possibly another 6x6 build. But I needed this wide and kind of crazy looking. So that's why I went with the way I did with cutting the body, and it was pretty much just made around these wheels. Once I found the wheels I wanted, the size I wanted, it was made pretty much around these. But the piece they give you is these little shocks. They're short shocks. And this back piece, this hole, and it's metal. It's rugged, rigid. I about drilled some holes in here for the links, but I made this work. Their setup with the drop links, it's not hurting anything because it's right at the wheels. You can see back there from behind the wheel. So it's really not hanging down. It's right behind the diff. It's just a good kit. They really put some thought into it, I think. And I fully recommend if you want to do a 6x6. Instead of going out and buying one, you got an scx24 laying around that you would like to make extreme. This is a very good option. Like, very adjustable. And I even mentioned to them that, like, you know, you put a couple holes in that back piece. Put a couple holes in this back piece back here. Put another skid plate. You could, there's just so much I could go off of. I might even be able to do something with this hole here. I'm not sure. I'll be thinking a lot every day on this probably. I go to bed and I think I dream about this stuff because there's days I wake up and I'm just like, there it is. That's what I'm doing to this. Like, it took me forever to figure out what body I wanted to do. Then I was just like, you know what? They give this to me. Let's do their body instead of taking forever to find one. I mean, it is a little bit longer. But if you look up 6x6 on the internet, you're going to see this. Even on real deal vehicles where the rear end sticks out a little bit. As long as it looks alright, like this is all metal, it looks pretty cool. What the heck, man? You know? I really don't even know how long this is. I can't do it with my micrometer thing. We can kind of wheelbase this up a little bit. And try to go to the middle. We're looking at 10 inches even. How is that? It's beyond me. So 10 inches even. This used to be my longest truck. We'll line up the wheels. It goes past quite a bit. So that's good. Always want a truck longer. Let's make sure it's longer than the Sea Snakes. I think the Sea Snake might have outstretched the, nope. It's definitely longer than the Sea Snake. Should be, it's a 6x6. So that's pretty much all I gotta say about this, I guess, right now, at the moment. Trying to think of anything else that needs to be said about it. Oh, I've chalked this body pretty good too. Like, I cut all this off. There used to be wheel fenders. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else to really tell you about it. But Fedco was really nice about it. I think this is a very, very good option for a 6x6 build. Like, I love this, and I just had it on the rocks today, if you see my shorts, and it is doing amazing. I'm gonna have a hard time finding something that can't complete, I think. I mean, it might not be able to complete something real tight, but maybe in the future. But if you have a 6x6, you know a 6x6 is very capable. Put some 1.8 on it and some BS axles, and you got a freaking slaying machine. Like this is a no-brainer. It's a very good option. I thank you, Fedco, for giving me this opportunity to build this 6x6. I really, actually, this body is growing on me a lot now. I'm not sure if I'll change it because it is very light and it makes this thing a line killing machine, man. I don't know how else to explain it. I love it. Yeah. Thanks for watching, subscribing. Marcy Willy. But I'm out.